Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have a planned homeschool education center in the works. A local Winn-Dixie will convert into an Aldi. A state appeals court changed the rules on marijuana searches, and the Agricultural Center is hosting a planting fundraiser. We'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We have Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Facial Rejuvenation Center, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. You can support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble, and download our app in the Apple App Store. All right, good morning, everybody.
Hey, happy Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes, it is hump
I
day.
am so off. I didn't have homeschool community this week, so my week feels so messed up.
Yeah, you're probably going to bed a little bit later, and and all those things.
For sure.
So
yeah, I found out with my other job that I had online training that was due today, and I found that out yesterday around dinner time.
Oh, okay.
So I had to like quickly do 9 modules in an online training. It's kind of
It's mini modules.
Mini modules, yes. Yeah. It was mini modules.
It was mini?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of them, and they tapped out at like 8 minutes.
Okay. So they're mini.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot, too.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah. So,
and also modules.
I think Blake's here, too.
What?
He's not hacking, so it's hard to tell.
I know.
Ha ha ha!
Very
still funny. Ha 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 ha! Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Are you new Coke today?
Oh,
that's a reference.
Well, get that off of there before we get. What the heck?
We don't need to be demonetized
Don't
or
get tagged on us.
Get the little sad Coke has claimed your product.
We did not have approval to use that image.
all right.
Not even new Coke.
Yeah. No.
Wait, hold on. So what's thing did you? So.
Oh, there it is again.
Hold on.
It's still there.
So what's saying that is did you take the Pepsi challenge yourself?
Huh? No, I didn't take the Pepsi challenge because I don't like Pepsi, and I think those things are silly because my taste buds aren't that great because I broke my nose so many times.
Well, they would also chill one and they wouldn't chill the other.
Yeah.
And so you would get an ice cold Pepsi, which would obviously taste better than the hot Coke that was sitting on pavement for 8 hours while they were filming.
Yeah.
So yeah, weird. The Pepsi challenge showed
how that one
cold soda is more tasty than not cold soda. Thanks, Pepsi. Helpful. Do we have a question of the day?
All right, we do have a question of the day. As I was riding in, I was listening to some chill music.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to give you 4 artists. You tell me which of these 4 artists is the best artist to chill to.
All right.
All right. And a couple of these artists were solo and played in groups, and it's okay as long as either one.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So John Fogerty,
Mm-hmm.
Billy Joel, Phil Collins, or Bryan Adams.
All right.
All right. Those are your 4 to choose from. So pretty good 80s
Phil,
list.
John, Bill, or Brian.
Yeah.
Who am I picking? I gotta go Billy Joel.
Billy Joel?
I gotta go Billy Joel.
Because you're an
they're all
uptown girl.
good. Of course.
Uptown girl.
He's fun.
Yeah.
And everybody knows the songs. You can listen to them with all of your family from little kids all the way up to the older generation. Everybody appreciates a good Billy Joel day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can do that.
and I was listening to a little bit of Billy Joel yesterday and some Phil Collins yesterday, and I was listening to Fogerty and Bryan Adams coming in today.
Yeah.
So this is where this question came from, like the song The Gorilla Sings and Sing.
Yeah.
Billy Joel, you know, and kids don't know
Love the
who Billy-
reference.
yeah, but I mean,
But they know the gorilla
they know
instinct.
the
Yeah.
gorilla and sing. It's like Shrek and
Oh yeah.
the monkey song,
Hmm.
but it's the version of the Smash Mouth version.
Yeah.
So people don't realize that song's so old because of Shrek.
Yeah.
So Blake, what about you on those four? Are any of the four you guys dislike?
No, I could listen to all of them.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I could definitely listen to all of them.
So Blake,
right.
on your four.
All right, I'm gonna say Billy Joel's my personal favorite. If I want something to relax to, or like someone I want to listen to, like on the road, Billy Joel.
Okay,
Yeah.
Billy Joel.
Billy
Hey.
Joel definitely leans into road trips too, because again, it's fun and
Mhm.
it's got a nice beat to it, so you don't get sleepy. It's great for road trips.
Okay, so far everybody has got at least one vote. It's
All
very
right.
spread out.
Yeah.
So Billy Joel
You
seems
picked
to
a
be
good
leading a little bit. So I'm the grouping's good, and I'm probably leaning more into the John Fogerty.
Yeah.
So I like all four,
Okay.
and I'm probably leaning more into the Fogerty. And by the way, for Mike Lewis, it's by far Brian Adams. It's not even close.
Really, Brian Adams
he
beats
has-
Billy
he-
Joel for Mike Lewis?
He has more Brian Adams on his playlist than any other artist.
Interesting.
By far his favorite person.
I would not have guessed that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even close.
He's so Canadian too.
Yeah, I know. But it's not even close for
He
him.
looks past that.
Yeah, he
All right.
gets over that. So
All right, celebrates the guy's entire catalog. So who's John Fogerty? What favorite song is your go-to John Fogerty song?
I like a lot of the CCR stuff. Because my real estate company, I made it the initials Coquina Coast Realty, so it's
Yeah.
CCR.
Okay.
So so I like all of his stuff. The song I was singing this morning.
Yeah.
I know. Have you ever seen the rain? That
And
one.
cut.
That one. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
It's all you can get. because of copyright.
It was less than 20 seconds.
It's good
So,
though, and we were both singing it together.
Yeah. So, that one probably is my favorite of his stuff, especially if you're like sitting and you're just enjoying the view of wherever you're at and just breathing in life.
Right on,
It's a good song to breathe in
Good.
life.
for sure.
And all four of these guys are great to just
Yeah.
breathe in life.
100%.
Yeah. Even the Canadian.
Even the Canadian. I'd probably it's probably Billy Joel, Brian Adams, Fogerty, and then Collins for me.
Yeah.
If I had to rank them.
And Barbara Jean, I'm sorry, you can't throw in the James Taylor on this one because that confuses the hell out of me again. So, I had to limit it. And,
Did he change his name?
Who, James Taylor?
James Taylor? But he changed his name to something.
Yeah.
I could be thinking of somebody else.
James Taylor is one of the nicer artists I've met.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Nice. All right, now it's time for a quick check of the weather.
Nice.
That quick check of the
Not
weather.
just James Taylor, but also the weather.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets. Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music throughout the week. Open daily 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. All right, buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Traffic's moving fine.
It is. What a dark camera.
Yeah, that's mile marker 318, so that's near the 216 exit. We did have a little bit of a backup for those trying to get off on 16 southbound, but looks like that's cleared up a little bit. So, all right,
All moving on up.
I like good movement. All right, that Hit the Blake's traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with full fare guests through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. All right, moving into the news. Former Winn-Dixie near St. Augustine Shores permitted to transition to Aldi. Another Aldi is on the way to St. Johns County, this time at the site of the former Winn-Dixie. A $2 million building permit was issued Monday for the interior build-out of a 21,700 square foot Aldi at 181 Blackford Way, directly across from the St. Augustine Shores development. The former Winn-Dixie at that location closed in August. The contractor for the project is ME Construction of Melbourne, and when completed, this will mark another key step in Aldi's ongoing expansion across Florida. The move follows Aldi's 2024 acquisition of Southeastern Grocers, the parent company of Winn-Dixie, while a separate investor group has since brought back the Southeastern Grocers brand. Aldi retained more than 220 former Winn-Dixies and Harvey's supermarket locations, all being converted into Aldi stores throughout the years until 2027. St. Augustine location isn't the first in the region. A converted store in Jacksonville's Briarwood Village opened in August, marking the 15th completed conversion in the state. In addition, another Aldi conversion in St. Johns County is already underway at 100 Little Cypress Drive off US 1, where a former Winn-Dixie will soon reopen as a 20,876 square foot Aldi. In addition, about 50 Winn-Dixie stores across Florida are expected to be transformed into Aldi locations, part of the company's aggressive strategy to expand its low-price grocery footprint across the Southeast. So Aldi's German company. Have you ever shopped at Aldi?
Yeah.
I like Aldi. There's like the aisle of trickery where you come in for groceries and you end up like leaving with bath mats and a pumpkin.
Oh, yeah, just kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know you were here, but these prices are so great. I don't really need it, but I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I still love my bath mats from Aldi. I'm not going to lie.
Aldi's the type of store that, like, my grandfather would never let my grandmother go in because his statement would be, we're going to go broke, you saving money.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because her thing was, why it was on sale. It was saving, and
Just because it's on sale doesn't mean you have to buy every single thing.
It's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom was famous for showing my dad her shopping haul and being like, I saved you $75 on this. I saved you $10 on this. I saved you. He's like, you didn't save me anything. Money still left the account.
Yeah.
It's still left the
saving.
account.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I was going to buy it anyway, but now it's half off. It's like,
And Tim, one of the things, like, when I had the food truck and stuff like that, there was food that was there, and you could save money, but the problem is you go back the next day and it's not there.
Yeah.
So there was no consistency with it. So it was a little frustrating at the same time. So it kind of forced me to Cisco.
I almost got into a fight with someone at Aldi once. Do you remember the wine advent calendars that they did?
No.
And it was a big deal. So it was shortly after Aldi was here in St. Johns County. They went viral, these wine advent calendars, and you would get like 2.5 glasses out of every bottle. And so it was a 24-day advent calendar, but they only shipped 100, 150 to each of the stores. And so I missed it the first year because I went the second day. So the next year, my best friend and I, that's the one I got. My best friend and I were definitely going to get it. And she didn't have an Aldi's, but I did. So I get there 2 minutes after closing. And so as I'm parking, the doors opening up, people are walking in. I'm walking in right after.
2 minutes after opening.
Opening.
You said
sorry.
closing. I was like,
my bad.
No wonder you almost got in a fight. You were late.
No, so it was as the doors were opening, I was pulling into the parking lot. I'm parked, so I physically entered the building 2 minutes after opening. And so I missed the little pre-talk that they had. There was a line of people, and they handed out the number of advent calendars that they had, tickets, and you had to have that in order to get it. So
and you weren't there.
and
for
I
that
wasn't
one.
there for that. So I just like sidestepped the crowd and I just grabbed one. I grabbed two actually, and I didn't get to talk that it was only one per person. So I grabbed two and put them in my cart and I head straight to the register. It's like, I'm here for this. I'm not here for grocery shopping. I didn't know that you didn't need to be in a rush because you had to have the ticket to check out. So I'm in the line and she's like, you're only allowed one. And I was like, what? Okay. So I hand back the other one and she was like, okay, I need your ticket. And I obviously don't have it. And so then there's like this big to do because I'm trying to check out without a ticket, which I had no idea. And so then that one gets taken away from me. And I'm like, okay, so now I'm just standing at the register. I've been yelled at by like 3 ladies and people like physically took things out of my cart. It's like the weirdest experience I've ever had. And then this woman was like, I was just here to grocery shop. I had no idea what this was and that it was a thing. You can have mine. She gives me her ticket and she gives me her calendar. So I ended up with one. But that was
very nice.
That was the
That
only
was super
reason.
nice,
She
yeah.
was just like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was a thing. I just happened to be here at opening for groceries. And so, but you can have it if you want it. Cause I had just gotten thoroughly chewed out over this Aldi's thing. And yeah, so I did get one. My best friend didn't. I had to call her and explain the whole situation.
Yeah. So you were a troublemaker.
Yeah, I didn't go to Aldi's for a long time.
Yeah.
I think I would stay away too.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 years before I went to Aldi's.
I do gotta ask though, Amanda. So what type of wine was in the advent calendar? Was it red wine, white wine? What type of wine was it?
So it was red and white. They also had blush wines. The wines are really great. They did have the white Zinfandel blush wine. They had, I don't know, like 3 or 4 bottles of that, and I'm just not. It has to be a specific kind of blush wine for me to. I like a drier blush wine, and it tended sweet, and I'm not big on the Chardonnay.
I'm not a sweet wine
So
at all.
there was probably about 8 bottles in the advent calendar that I didn't love, but we could use for cooking. And so it wasn't a bad deal.
One of the wines that Irving brought in, I'm not a white wine person, but the wines he brought in, a couple of those that were, oh, okay, I could do that. But,
Yeah.
I'm more of a old school red wine.
Yeah.
Armoroni, very hearty.
Yeah.
Cab.
You're like Louis.
Yeah.
You and Louis would drink the same bottle. Louis wants to like eat his wine.
Yeah, no,
He wants
it's
to
thick.
feel it in his mouth.
It's thick and it's kind of meaty.
Yeah. I like a dry wine, but I don't like it heavily oaked. And so like super oaky Chardonnays, I'm not into. So typically I'm a white wine drinker, but not Chardonnay.
Gotcha.
But it was good. We enjoyed it. I would get it again if it was a different scenario. So the next one we bought was from Costco.
And I just want to clear up some
Didn't have to fight it.
conversation. Kelly is correct about Trader Joe's. They require a certain level of income and density all at the same time, because I was really going after a Trader Joe's where it used to be an IGA, where Flagler College's bookstore is now.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get a Trader Joe's because there's no grocery stores downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So I really went after it pretty hard, but the city population and average salary didn't meet the criteria
For Trader Joe's.
for Trader Joe's.
Wow.
So, and it would have been a perfect spot for Trader Joe's, right there across from the post office.
Yeah.
Walking distance.
Yeah,
we'd never had to get in our car.
Yeah.
So,
That would have been awesome.
yeah, it would have been great.
But carrying all those bags though, that would kind of suck.
What?
Carry all those bags
Yeah.
to like hand walk your groceries back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
it's 2 blocks. I think we could have worked that out.
I think he knows he's going to be the one carrying most of the stuff.
He doesn't go shopping. He what he does is when I get home he does meet me at the car
Okay.
and carries at least 1 load in of the groceries.
Hey, but
I don't take I purposely don't take people to the grocery store with me.
yes, because there might be some points where I see like, oh, Cheez-Its. Huh.
Yeah.
Like if one person gets added to the trip, it basically goes from like a $130 shopping trip to like a $200 shopping trip.
Yeah.
And if each person you multiply is another $50.
That's why Louis doesn't bring me to Costco.
Yeah.
But we do have the house phone, and when someone has gone shopping for groceries and the house phone rings, then you know that they're pulling up and all the kids just go. They don't even answer the phone. They just go to the driveway to start unloading because, yeah, that's the way it works in our house, too.
Yeah. No, but it would be great if we had a grocery store downtown, but I think that one's passed. I think that was the last location where it
would have fit.
Yep.
Yeah. And now it's a Flagler bookstore,
It's
right?
a Flagler bookstore. It's still owned by like the Shriners, I think.
Yeah.
The Masons. I believe.
Masons. The Masons. Thank you. It's still owned by the Masons, and they meet upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, Flagler took the spot.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right.
But I got pretty far in the conversation, and then that was the reason.
That would have been cool.
That was the reason we lost it.
Yeah. But also, I've been noticing in the comments that, like, there was like a lot of like so was when you report on this story, like there was like a lot of comments that said like, oh, thank God it's not Publix. Like do you think like Publix has gotten like a lot of hate like recently?
I think it's just there's so many.
There's a lot of them, and it's crazy.
I like Publix. Publix is not the most cost efficient.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what you get with them. They're always nice there,
Mm-hmm.
and I always get great service. So, I mean, I don't mind paying a little bit more. I still, when I buy meats and stuff like that, I still go to Winn-Dixie.
Yeah.
Because they're the meat people.
They are the meat
It's
people.
in the advertisement, so.
100%.
And then my dad was a butcher at Winn-Dixie. So
Yeah.
That's
My grandfather was a butcher at Winn-Dixie
Yeah.
as well, and so we would always get meat from Winn-Dixie. That's funny. So the reason why there's so many Publix, though, is because it is a Florida company, but they buy out those locations. Like, that was a great location for a grocery store. I'm surprised Publix didn't buy it from the Masons just to hold on to it, because there was the grocery store, the Food Lion, that went down.
it was
in the South.
it was never for sale.
Well,
And
Publix
Publix don't own.
they will hold on to property. They will buy
do leases.
property that they don't intend to expand into, and they will hold on even once they vacate a property, just so that Whole Foods or Trader Joe's won't go in.
Yeah.
So there's the old Publix at World Golf Village that I think it's still empty. I think there's a post office in there.
Oh,
but
okay, I know which one you're talking about.
It's empty.
But usually Publix doesn't
because
own,
Whole
own
Foods
the
would
property.
go in there.
They usually do leases on the property.
Well, they hold on to them then, so that, and I was told by someone who works at Publix that they're holding on to that location because it's the perfect size for a Whole Foods, and it's the perfect place for a Whole Foods, and they don't want to fight with Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And so they're just paying for that building to stay empty in perpetuity so they don't have to compete with Whole Foods. So that's kind of annoying. It'd be nice to have a Whole Foods closer.
Yep.
They've got good cheeses.
Yeah. Oh, and Barbara Jean is 100% correct. If you go to Ben 39 and you do ask, I'll have what Irving's having, he will pick you out some of the best stuff. So you just kind of tell him what.
How expensive is that?
Huh? No, he does it as he's just one of those wine lovers.
Yeah.
So he does.
That's fun.
So.
Barbara Jean and I have a date for Ben 39 this month.
Oh, excellent.
Yes,
Excellent.
we do.
So, have what Irving's having.
I will. All right. Prisoners case changes marijuana search rules in Florida. A major legal ruling in Florida could change the way law enforcement conducts vehicle searches across the state. A state appeals court has ruled that the odor of marijuana alone is no longer enough to justify searching a vehicle without permission, a decision that expands constitutional protections against unreasonable searches and could dramatically impact roadside drug enforcement. The Second District Court of Appeals in Tampa issued the ruling last week in a 13-1 decision, saying officers, deputies, or troopers can't rely solely on smell to establish probable cause. The judges wrote that the smell of cannabis standing alone is insufficient to establish probable cause, and pointed out that a separate appeals court in Daytona Beach had already reached the same conclusion in a similar case. Legal experts say this ruling is significant because the smell of marijuana has long been one of the most common justifications police use for vehicle searches. The court even urged the Florida Supreme Court to review the case because of its sweeping implications for law enforcement. The case centers on 35-year-old Darrell Williams, who was serving time in Okeechobee when the decision came down. Williams was sentenced in 2009 for attempted murder and was on probation in 2023 when police in Central Florida stopped a car he was riding in. Officers claimed they smelled marijuana, searched the car, and found drugs, leading to a 10-year sentence for Williams on new charges. Williams' public defender argued that since hemp and medical marijuana are both legal in Florida and smell identical to illegal marijuana, odor alone can't be used as probable cause. The appeals court agreed, saying police acted in good faith at the time, but the law must now reflect the state's evolving cannabis regulations. While the court's decision doesn't automatically overturn Williams' conviction, it does send parts of his case back to the lower court for correction and could influence similar appeals statewide. The ruling means officers must now rely on additional evidence like seeing marijuana residue or drug paraphernalia to justify the search. Defense attorneys call it a victory for privacy rights. Prosecutors, meanwhile, warn it may complicate future drug investigations. For now, the case sets a new statewide precedent, changing the standard for when and how police can search vehicles in Florida.
All right. I got a couple things to say on this.
All right. Give it to me.
All right. First off, if he gets off of this other charge because of this, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
I'm going to be pissed. And if you shouldn't have anything in your car, so the only reason that you don't want people searching your cars because you're doing something illegal.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that. Finally, and I'm just saying this because I know she's watching. This does not give you permission, Rebecca, to smoke in the car. Okay, it's been said. It's been said.
Well, so he was on probation for other offenses. And while on probation, he was in a vehicle that had the smell. And so it was searched and other things were found. And it says other drugs. So I'm assuming other drugs outside of cannabis related drugs. So, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This guy's a criminal that is using the system.
Yeah.
And they're kind of rewarding him as if it's like he's protecting other citizens' rights.
Yeah.
You're not doing anything illegal. You don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I'm not. Yeah.
Regardless how you feel about this rule being changed, this guy in particular,
Yes.
I don't want this guy in particular to benefit from it because
that's where I was trying to go with that.
Yeah, attempted murder and he's on probation and he's still engaging in illegal shenanigans. Like, come on, dude. Like, please.
And Rebecca made a statement like, if you smell alcohol, that's probable cause.
Yeah.
So.
And rubbing alcohol and mouthwash exists.
Yeah.
Cough syrup exists.
Wouldn't they be able to go, okay, can you show me your
show me your medical card.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, then it's probable cause.
Yeah.
I would think that would be legit.
So, yeah, I don't like when bad guys get away because of something technical.
Yeah.
So.
We don't need that.
Nope.
There's a stat that I've been hearing lately that before someone commits a murder, they have a tendency to be arrested and back on the streets 11 times before they commit a murder.
Wow.
Like it's 9 to 11 times that they are in police custody and then are back on the streets before they commit a murder on average, which is wild. And like this guy's already attempted. Could we just keep him there, please?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, Kenny, I disagree with you. Yeah, they should worry about what's in your car.
All right. Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments why gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Gate on Mizell Road at $2.86. We've got Shell at 146 King Street at $2.89. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevards at $2.89. Owens on South Ponce at $2.91. Sunoco on South Ponce de Leon Boulevards at $2.91. Mobile and Circle K on South Ponce is at $2.96. Gate at US 1 North is $2.99. A1A Discount Beverage back on the list at $2.99. Circle K on US 1 North is $3.05, and Circle K on 207 is also $3.05. That Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Moving into the music report, we've got Jim Lamb at Milltop Tavern at noon, Smokin' Joe Showers at Tradewinds Lounge at 1 o'clock, Cam Wheaton's at Pierre's Pub at 1 o'clock, Brooke Garwood's at Bin 39 at 2 o'clock. Carry the Day is at Guy Harvey Resort at 4 o'clock. Jim Asalta is at The Reef at 4:30. Reggie Starrett's at Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Carpetbaggers is at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5 o'clock. Benny Jacobs is at Tides at 5 o'clock. Mark Hart is at Tradewinds Lounge at 5 o'clock. Chase Forraker and Jonathan Lee is at Pierre's Pub at 6 o'clock. Gary Douglas Campbell's at O.C. White's at 6 o'clock. Dewey Valla's at Ann O'Malley's at 6 o'clock. Trivia with Troy, Blake, and Aiden is at Amici's at 7 o'clock tonight. Get yourself a table.
Yeah, Blake's joining us tonight.
Ooh, sexy.
Woohoo.
Stu Weavers at Taps at 7:30.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
We've got Michael McDermott at Cafe 11 at 8 o'clock. And closing out the night is Sam Passetti at Stogie's at 9 o'clock.
Thanks for making it weird, Amanda.
That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right. Trending today,
What do we got?
we have an apology.
An apology.
A mea culpa, if you will.
A mea culpa.
Uh-huh.
Apology.
The man who invented pop-up ads
Okay.
says he is sorry.
He should be.
He should be 100%. So, in case you didn't know, Ethan Zuckerman once worked for a tech company during the early days of the internet, where he unknowingly wrote the code that introduced pop-up ads into the world. I don't know how you unknowingly introduce pop-up ads. He created it as a way to display ads separately from the content, believing it would improve the experience for both advertisers and users without cluttering pages. Okay, I can see that. So I guess his whole idea was, you have built this beautiful website, but you do need ads. So have the ads connected but separate, so it doesn't interfere with your website. So I can see that. Years later, he looked back on the decision with regret, and he has offered a public apology.
He's the Alfred Nobel of our time.
Oh, Nobel.
Yeah. So that's the reason he created the Nobel Prize, is because he created dynamite as a mining tool, and it became a weapon.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to be known for being the guy who killed all these people. So
All right.
that's when he came up with the Nobel Prize.
Got to clean my family name situation.
Yeah, exactly.
The Nobel Peace Prize, inextricably linked to dynamite forever.
Yes.
Yes. So our dear friend Ethan Zuckerman, do we accept his apology?
I accept his apology.
All right.
Should. He didn't know what he didn't know.
He didn't know.
Okay, what was over your shoulder right then?
Is that your favorite pop-up ad? Did you save your favorite pop-up ad?
Gosh.
You don't have to be lonely with farmersonly.com.
Yeah.
All right. We'll accept your apology just this time, Ethan.
Yeah.
We will indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Tapping into the trends is brought to you by Facial Rejuvenation Center. Ready to look as young as you feel? At the Facial Rejuvenation Center in St. Augustine, they specialize in natural, lasting results. Whether you're considering Botox, fillers, advanced skin treatments, or facial surgery, their expert team tailors every experience to your unique beauty goals. For more than 21 years, the Facial Rejuvenation Center has proudly served the local community, offering a wide range of services, including chemical peels, microneedling, dermaplaning, radio frequency treatments, laser hair removal, and more. Discover renewed confidence in a warm professional setting, because you deserve to love the face you see in the mirror. Absolutely. Call 904-810-5434 or visit frcenter.com to book your consultation today. I've been looking at laser hair removal for forever. I'm going to have to call. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet.
Yeah. No. It's very effective.
I see.
So it's obviously working. No, I've done laser hair removal. I've a little tough on the
Oh, okay.
lower back. It was
All right.
kind of creepy and looked like a chia
I was
pet.
like,
and
the head? You
No,
laser hair removal your head.
I had it done years ago.
Yeah.
Never came back.
Yeah.
So and
All right.
and sometimes it works at once. Sometimes you got to go multiple times. But
A little butt tuft.
yeah,
Decided it wasn't your look?
It was no, it was not. It was not. It was like my own little hairy tramp stamp. It was bad visual for everyone.
God gave you a tramp stamp.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep
And
you
I-
safe.
And I lasered it away.
All right. Perfect. Homeschool Co-op eyes $3.5 million Roscoe Boulevard site for a 500 student education center. A new homeschool education center that could serve up to 500 students is being proposed for Roscoe Boulevard at Ponte Vedra Beach, according to a new filing with the St. Johns County Building Department. The proposal comes from Renee Woods, co-founder of the Ponte Vedra Christian Co-op, or PVCC. She filed a preliminary application on October 1st to create a campus that homeschool co-ops and enrichment providers could rent and share for classes and programs. The plan calls for the co-op to purchase a 28 to 32 Roscoe Boulevard, a 5-acre property currently owned by Armstrong Farms and listed for $3.5 million. The site already includes 2 existing structures, but the project also envisions building 3 additional school barns totaling around 13,000 square feet to meet growing demand for homeschool facilities. In the filing, Woods wrote that the goal is to create a space for families to come and use resources to educate their children and find community. She told the Citizen that interest in alternative education has surged in recent years, and many co-ops now struggle to find places to meet. The new campus would allow several homeschool groups to share resources under one roof, offering classes in subjects like theater, music, and coding while giving parents a central hub for their children's enrichment. Woods emphasizes that the concept is designed as an education enrichment center, not a traditional school. She said while Roscoe Boulevard is their preferred location, other potential sites are also being considered. PVCC, which she founded in 2016 with her sister Angelique Newman, currently operates out of Ponte Vedra Presbyterian Church and services about 120 students from kindergarten through 8th grade. The co-op offers a 3-day-a-week classical education model that incorporates Bible study compared to many co-ops that only meet once per week. It's not yet clear when the county will renew or discuss the proposal, but if approved, the project would mark a major step in expanding educational options for homeschool families in northern St. Johns County. This is exciting for me personally because we do homeschool. We are involved in a once-a-week community that we meet up. We do have our facility at a church, and we have outgrown that building. So it's hard to rent a space for 1 day a week when you need as many rooms as we need. And so this could be a really cool option for homeschool families. There are a ton of homeschool communities in St. Johns County. It's a very popular alternative to public education is to homeschool and to homeschool in community with other homeschool parents. And so finding a location is always a challenge, 100%.
Yeah.
So this is exciting for me.
Yeah, I think all private schools, like especially startups and charter schools, have the same issue. So
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they have the ability to have this funding is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
where they got this funding
It does
from.
look more like a barn than a school. So,
Yeah.
which also is not a bad thing.
I mean, good for an event space. You could do after hours events there as well. It sounds like they're planning on having sort of extracurriculars in addition to homeschool meetup days there. So that's exciting.
Yep.
Very cool. All right. St. Johns County Agricultural Center to host Fall Plant Fundraiser October 10th through 11th. The St. Johns County Master Gardener volunteers are gearing up for their annual Fall Plant Fundraiser happening Friday, October 10th and Saturday, October 11th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the St. Johns County Agricultural Center located at 3125 Agricultural Center Drive in St. Augustine. Residents can browse and buy from a wide selection of landscape plants, houseplants, and vegetable seedlings, with all proceeds benefiting the St. Johns County IFAS Extension Horticulture Center or program, which funds local education and community outreach projects. Guests can also take guided tours of the center's demonstration gardens throughout the 2-day event. Extension Director Tim Wilson says this year's sale features an expanded nursery with a greater variety of options, half native to Florida and half Florida-friendly plants. And in celebration of Daddle Day, shoppers will also find daddle pepper plants available to purchase. For more information about the UF-IFAS Extension Program,
IFAS.
IFAS?
Yeah.
Residents.
University of Florida, IFAS.
Okay. Residents can call 904-209-0430 or email stjohns@ifas.ufl.edu. All right. This is fun.
They do a lot of, and UF-IFAS, they do a lot of stuff for the farmers here and the soil testing and all of those things. And you can take soil out there and they'll test it for you and tell you, okay, this is what chemicals are in here. This is why this isn't growing or that's not growing. And then you can kind of treat your soil from there. Awesome. So they do a really, really cool job. Like University of Florida, even though I'm not a fan of their football team, they really do a lot of great stuff in the state of Florida. So.
They do. And they're so close to us, so we see them on a lot of things. So, yeah, it's hard to completely write
our hospital
UF here. Yeah.
Our hospital and what they do for the homeless. And a lot of people, don't realize how broad a reach University of Florida and the state does for people in the state of Florida. So
I don't know if the partnership is still there, but for a long time there was a partnership with the Marineland Rescue Station doing rescue work on local marine life. So there was a UF partnership down there in Marineland as well. All right, this is very cool. If you go, please take pictures and post it with us tagged. We want to see what it looked like and what kind of fun plants you got into.
Yes. And I'm sorry we're out of town, Rebecca. I knew when this story was, and when I read this story this morning, I was like, she's going to want to go. But we're not going to be here. So.
You are going to your reunion.
Yes.
All right. Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
On this Wednesday, I will willfully work my way through the whimsical commentary of our watchers.
All right. That willful work through brought to you by
Wonderful watchers.
Of the wonderful watchers. Brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs. Proudly family owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Also brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom or prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. All right, Troy, give us comments report.
All right, in the comments, we had a lot of discussion out there, and Costco and Buc-ee's was at $270. At $286, we have BP, Wawa, Speedway, and Racetrack. We talked about the Trader Joe's already.
Yep.
And a lot of different discussions about the story of stopping for the weed.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the fence with that one, but it's still, if just produce the card, then I don't search your car. So that to me is a very simple topic.
Solution.
That's a simple one. So so that was a good discussion out there.
Right.
So fun
We
day.
like that.
Appreciate everybody in the comments.
We do. We love your interaction in the comments. Always drop emojis and comments in there. All right, Stoidum stat.
Today's Stoidum stat, and this took place in 1945.
All right.
A worker working at the Raytheon Manufacturing. He loved payday candy bars.
Okay.
All right. He just loved payday candy bars.
Okay.
So in 1945, he's standing in front of this machine that's emitting radio waves,
Okay.
and he noticed in his pocket his payday would warm up and melt the caramel.
Okay.
And he's like, there's something to this. So he'd come back in with different foods and different things, and it kept warming up whatever was in front of this machine.
Okay.
And his name was Percy Spencer.
Percy.
Percy Spencer.
Okay.
And he is the creator of the microwave through Raytheon Manufacturing. And on this day is the first patent was made in 1945 of the microwave. Now, we don't think of microwaves coming in until the 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
But this first microwave cost like $5,000 and was 6 foot tall.
Which is why it took a while for it to catch on.
By the time it got to the tabletops, you know, in the 60s and 70s, they had figured out the tabletop microwave at that point.
All right.
But, you know, Raytheon got credit for inventing it, but it was actually Percy Spencer who invented the microwave because his candy bars, he had a payday addiction. As what he says, and it kept melting in his pocket, and he would go there to warm it up, and it would be like, oh, it's a little better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I am risking eating it because the fear of radioactivity at that time.
Yeah. That's wild. I mean, he had to work around it, so he had to have some comfort with radio waves.
Yeah.
But that's part of the reason why it took so long for the microwave
the
to
fear.
catch on.
Well, the cost,
radioactive
the cost
stuff.
and the fear.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to spend that much money on something that could turn you green?
Yeah. Or make you glow.
Yeah, give you the ability to climb buildings and shoot spider webs out of your hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as a kid, you ever think, oh, maybe that's the spider and have him bite you? Yeah.
Yes, I definitely looked at the spider. Every now and again, you'd get like a big black widow or something, and it's got that red mark, and you're like, is that the one? Definitely never wanted to become Spider-Man, so Mark's safe.
Yeah. Mark saves from spiders.
Well, thank you for your service, Percy, because I do love a good microwave.
Good job. And he started how he got into Raytheon and where he was at in World War I. He was a radio operator. He dropped out of school when he was 12 years old. And then when he was a radio operator, he would sit around and had a lot of downtime. And he taught himself calculus and physics and all this stuff.
As one does.
Through books. And this is where he became very successful at Raytheon.
Very cool. I've always heard that
Kelly says her dad used to work there.
Awesome. I've always heard that the radioactive waves that are emitted from a microwave are directly in front. The only spot that's really a danger, if you will, of getting hit by those waves is directly in front of it. So, like, don't stand there and stare into your microwave while your food is being cooked.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It probably goes back to if you stare at your TV too long or you get too close, you go blind. Yeah.
All right. That very interesting Stoidem stat brought to you by St. Augie's Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right at the corner of Riberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice today because it's delicious. All right, plugs, Troy.
Plugs. I got to give a shout out.
Okay.
To my guy, one of my kids. Congratulations to Brandon James. He's the offensive coordinator over at St. Augustine High School, but he has been voted in to the Florida-Georgia Hall of Fame.
Awesome.
So Florida-Georgia football game Hall of Fame. So him and one other Florida person, and then there's 2 Georgia people that are getting voted in this year. So congratulations to Brandon James, Coach Brandon James, doing a great job with the football, and he's coaching his brother, who's the quarterback over there, which has got to be kind of
awesome.
Cool. So.
Yeah, very cool. My plug is again a shout out, Anastasia. We got your tickets, so send us a message so that we can mail these to you or figure out where to meet up to get you your tickets before breakfast dinner Saturday, October 25th, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can buy tickets on site to support Kiwanis and their work with children. Blake, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, plug real quick.
Christian Singles.
Not that. No, it's not that. Yeah. So actually, so this week there's no Lantal, but starting up next week, Lantal Talk is going to be moving their shows to Thursday night. So that means I'll be able to do Wednesday trivias again.
Awesome.
So
All
you
right.
can hang with me and Aiden.
All right, trivia tonight, Bollocks tonight. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. Bye, guys.
Bye.